Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks, where today I'm going to be reviewing this beast right here. Blackest Night Omnibus, the 10th anniversary Omnibus. Wow, this thing is monstrous. Now, I've finished the story today. Excuse me. Let's see. Right here. Okay, well, it's published by DC, written by Jeff Johns and Peter Tomasi. Okay, but right here, page right here is the last page of the story, and there is about this much more of individual Green Lantern stuff, which kind of just explains or fleshes out a little bit more of the story in here. But I have to say, I'd never read this story before. And it came really recommended to me by a friend of mine. He said, when I was talking about getting the Omnibus, he said, get it. It's incredible. And so I did. You know, I seem to remember it coming out back in the day. But one of the things I hate is, like, eventually you have to buy a million different copies, issues to get the whole story. And that's one reason I like stuff like this, where you can get everything, and it's in the proper reading order. So you just... And Jeff Johns and Peter Tomasi did an incredible job. So the gist of this is you have all the different colors of the spectrum now with the lanterns. There's the green lanterns for will, there's yellow for fear, red for, I think it's hate, and all these other ones. And then all of a sudden you get black, which is death. And so you have a guy he's bringing back all these people from the dead, and some of the people who are dead, who are alive now, who had been dead before, like Superman, Wonder Woman, Barry Allen. And he's doing it to try and take over the universe and destroy Oa and the Guardians, and just take over. And then you have the lanterns mainly, and the different colored lanterns, and some of the other superheroes fighting back. And obviously it takes them a while to figure out what's going on, and because you have these people, dead people, coming in, and so it's dead, and the person's dead, and you're like, okay, is this really them? At first they're really surprised, and then they need to try and figure out what to do, and then you have to try and get all the different lanterns together and fight it all back. And boy, there was a lot to take in, and it got dark, because you're getting people getting killed one after another before the good guys could catch the breath, figure out what was going on, let alone catch their breath and start to retaliate and try and beat him. And then then you have the heroes, the different lanterns, kind of arguing over whether they should join together, because each one has their own little individual goals, and it takes time. It's like to get Sinestro in on the yellow core, the Sinestro core, and then you get the what is it, Orange for the Greed. Those guys were really hard to convince. And so it was an emotional roller coaster of a ride to see what's happening as you read it. And the art in here is stunning. They went all out, and they're getting people in here that you haven't that we haven't seen in ages, like Geoforce, the brother and sister team. You're getting the two different Wonder Girls. You're getting just everybody. You have Ronnie Raymond, Professor Steen, and the other guy who was Firestorm. Jeff Johns is just pulling everybody in there. And I have to tell you, I loved this book. And I'm so glad that I got it. I've got Brightest Day coming. It's going to be about another month before it gets here. I don't know why it's taking so long, but it's going to be here as soon as I guess it's released, because I'm getting the new version. And if it's anywhere as good as this, it's going to rock. So if you want a fantastic event, which is so much better than the events they're doing now, or even the stories they're doing now, and it lives up to Jeff Johns' work, get this. I am going to give it a 4.75 out of 5, and just say read it and sit back for the ride. It is a hardback. It's like 1,600 pages, and it goes for $150. But Amazon Prime Day is soon, so you can probably get a good deal on it. So let me know in the comments below whether you have read it or not, what you think of the Omnibus, if you have it that way. Like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.